Welcome to Cam Look from the Cincinnati Art Museum. Each Tuesday and Thursday, a staff member or volunteer will share an object from the permanent collection and pose questions for discussion. Check back every Tuesday and Thursday for a new work and a new conversation. Hi, I'm Helen, a docent at the museum. Books, magazines, and the internet are wonderful for research on artworks and artists, but they have one drawback. As you study a painting or sculpture, you get no sense of its size. I was certainly amazed when I first met an artwork in person, one that's now part of the amazing exhibition Beyond Bollywood, 2,000 Years of Dance in Art at CAM. I first met Krishna Dances with the Cowherd Women, a 19th century painting from Rajasthan, India, when Dr. Ainsley Cameron, CAM's curator for South Asian art, Islamic art, and antiquities, selected it for the postcard to publicize the lecture and demonstration that she would do with the dancer, Mikala Krishnan. I didn't have information on its size, and so I assumed, that it was small, like many exquisite Indian paintings in CAM's collection. Imagine my surprise when I attended the opening of the Beyond Bollywood exhibition and came around the corner to meet the painting in person. Astounded? That would be an understatement. This wall-sized masterpiece must have been impressive in a temple or palace. The Beyond Bollywood exhibition celebrates dance in 5 themes. This painting opens the section on the theme of devotion, illustrating the connection between the earthly and divine through the dance of both gods and devotees. Krishna, an incarnation of the Hindu god Vishnu, lives in a village and is indistinguishable from the other young male cowherders except for his strength, cleverness, and beauty. One night he goes deep into the moonlit forest and plays his flute. His music is irresistible to the cowherder women, who abandon their families and rush into the forest to join him. They join in a dance of connection that enthralls the senses and transcends earthly bounds. Krishna is always depicted as blue, an artistic convention that distinguishes him as a god. This circle dance, a rasa mandala, is one of longing and connection. Here, divine Krishna has used his powers of illusion to multiply himself so that each cowherd woman can be close to him. Worshippers of Krishna understand that this circle dance takes place both at a specific time and place in our world and perpetually in the God's heaven. There are wonderful details in this narrative painting, including sparkling gold highlights on clothing of Krishna and the women. To each side of the dancers are musicians with horns, stringed instruments, and drums. Are these celestial musicians that Krishna called to the moonlit forest? They would create an even more heavenly dance of devotion and longing. Around the 4 sides of the painting are scenes from the many other stories of Krishna's life, starting with his birth and childhood and continuing through his marriage and fatherhood. Worshippers of Krishna would know these stories and enjoy remembering the lessons they teach. Hindus begin learning about Krishna as children. Originally an oral tradition, now parents can buy illustrated books like this one from Amar Chitra Kathra Publishers. Friends in India sent me this book and others to help me better teach my university students about Indian culture past and present. This cover story shows the young Krishna as charming and naughty, stealing sweet, delicious butter from his mother. Here is the page from the first story in the book. It tells children that from a young age, Krishna played his flute. The haunting music charmed all the villagers and even the cows. Along with the books, my friends sent these traditional toys, early action figures. Each one represents a famous tale of Krishna's powers to protect those who worship him from demons, greedy rulers, and disasters. The story of the Hindu god Krishna and the Cowherd Women illustrates spiritual devotion and the longing for connection with the divine. It appears 7 other times in paintings and sculptures in the exhibition. When you visit the show, look for these artworks in other sections. What spiritual beings and gods from world religions do you know and see in artworks? Next time that you're at CAM, look for Mithras, Thoth, Athena, Buddha, Guan Yin, the winged genie, and the snake king and queen. They're all on display. Thanks for joining us on CAM Look today.